Hi guys, it's me Tina. I'm still figuring out this video camera, so bear with me. I wanted to show you you want to put on some makeup because you're going to be seeing other humans, but you don't want to look like you're wearing any makeup. This is, in my opinion, the hardest look to achieve. That I didn't really try. I just naturally happen to be this radiant glowing creature that only exists in the land of multiple moisturizers. So for this look, the first and most important step is probably prepping the skin. I'm going to start with the Beauty Mist. This one by Caudalie is sort of the original makeup setter, so it helps to moisturize and set up the base of the skin, but it also will make the makeup that I'm putting on last for longer. Next up, I like to create a custom blend moisturizing primer. I'm going to be using as my base the Ordinary Natural Moisturizing Factors. Into that, I'm going to add a couple of drops of the Ordinary Resveratrol and Ferulic Acid, and then also a couple drops of my DIY oil blend. If you're looking for the recipe for that, you can find it on my blog. Now when you mix these together, you get this kind of greenish looking cream. The green is the blue tansy and the rosehip seed oil mixing together, but it also helps to neutralize some of the redness. So Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer thing happening is essential to achieving this look when it's cold outside. But next step is a very sheer light blurring primer. This is the GCM Photography Fluid, opacity 12%. And I like this one in particular because it doesn't have any oil or silicone. You can just kind of put it on and it looks a little bit intense, it's white, but then when you blend it in, it doesn't really do anything except smooth the skin out. It doesn't even color correct. It's just trapping that glow and setting a canvas. I'm going to take care of that color correction I keep talking about. I can see the redness from my nose. Wintertime is hard on aging skin. My favorite foundation, the Charlotte Tilbury Light Wonder Youth Perfected. A beauty blender and some more of that Caudalie mist. I'm going to dampen the sponge with the mist and then apply a bit of the foundation onto the back of my hand. Using the bottom, I'm going to tap on a very, very sheer layer. Now the thing about this particular look and this foundation is it's very buildable. You can always add more. It's much harder to take off. So I'm just blending out that tiny, tiny little bit that I used, about the size of a dime, to ensure that it's as thin and as light as I want it to be, but still giving me that color correction, that coverage where I want it. I'm not even going to use a concealer. So if there are any areas that I think need a little bit of extra, on a little bit more of that foundation, this time using the other end of the Beauty Blender. So I can get inside my eye area and just add a little bit more, cover up those dark circles, that pigmentation I get on top of my eyes. You can use the same concealer method, so starting in the corner, top of the cheekbone and in again. We're just doing a slightly thicker layer of the foundation. Around the nose. Everyone always is right around the nose. And then the hardest, most effortful part of this whole look. Next, I'm going to do my actual glow, my highlighter. I'm using the Haloscope in Moonstone. I'm going to do a pretty thick amount on the bridge of my nose, on the tip of my nose. I just like it. I just like how it looks, personal preference. And then up and over the top part of that cheekbone under the brow. And then a little bit of blush. I'm using the Cloud Paint in Beam, which is this very natural orange blush. Squeeze a little bit out, and then I'm just going to blend it in with my fingers across that cheekbone, up and over the top of the cheeks. And I just read a tip that I really like, which is that the blush should never come in more than the pupils of your eyes. So I'm making sure that I'm just putting the color. Now that I've done all of that, I'm going to put one more very, very light layer of foundation on top. So teeniest small amount. I don't know if you can see this, about the size of a pea, but a little bit less than that. Onto the sides this time of the Beauty Blender. And then just applying that sheer layer. So that glow and that pinkiness looks like it's coming from inside my skin. And if I need to, I'll do just a little tiny bit more of the peach on the top parts of my cheeks. Curling my lashes. Apply 2 coats of the Better Than Sex mascara, which I got in a Sephora Play box, and I'm really loving. Then to see where my lashes are catching a shadow. And then to use that and apply just a little very smudged eyeliner underneath the lower eye. Finish the whole thing with a little bit of powder and brows. So I'm using the Glossier Wowner today. Tiniest bit. This took way too much. Just right here. Here along the chin. And the nose. Just to ensure that it looks pretty highlighted and not insane highlighted. And then I'll take a little bit and just brush it over my brows. And that adds a little bit of thickness for when I apply the brow gel on top of it. Glossier Boy Brow. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial and that you will subscribe to my channel for more. You can also find more information on my website.